What's up, everybody? It's me, Michael Magneto 7 Crawford, and I'm here to invite you to get my book, Playbook to Production, Volume 1. This book discusses the fundamentals of how to become a music producer in today's industry. It covers things like how to monetize your music, how to stand out amongst the crowd, even how to pick the proper gear. If you want to be serious about becoming a music producer today, cop that book. Peace.
NEDO.
Gotta have chill music. Chill my vibes down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah! That's all we doing today. That's all we doing today. Listen. Sean J.
What's up?
That's all we doing today. And the crowd keeps clapping and the beat keep going.
They like it.
Anyway. That's all we doing. Welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast. I am your host, the one, the only, Magneto 7 in the building. And I'm gonna just let them clap. We're just letting them clap.
Yeah.
They're gonna die down, then they're gonna come back. Welcome.
Oh my God! Wow!
And welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast again. I am the host, the one, the only, Magneto 7. And I got my co-host right here, the wonderful
Sean J.
Man. So yeah, we had to do a repeat so they felt welcomed.
You got them trained, man. Audience.
Yo,
They're on point.
Because we had to have some type of welcoming vibes today. I
like it.
I wanted to start the show chill because we had I had a hectic morning.
Yes,
you
you
know.
did.
And I'm not gonna address that morning, but
It was like coffee shop vibes.
yeah,
I
exactly.
Like
You know what I
it's
mean?
good.
You don't feel confrontational when you feel those type of vibes.
Yeah.
You feel like, let me just go out here, just drink a latte,
Sip a drink, yeah.
pumpkin bread,
Yeah.
pumpkin toast. No, in your case, avocado bread.
I love avocado bread, man. That's the one thing that like you can make fun of me because I know Gen Z, the whole vegan shit, and I don't really play into any of that. But like, avocado bread, dude.
No,
It's so good, man.
it's terrible.
I love it. I go to Dunkin', get some. It's like $3 too, so it's not that bad. Because avocado at the store is like $3 anyway.
So are there health reasons that you like? Okay,
Dude, yeah. Well, they're super healthy, but also I genuinely like the taste.
okay. When I taste avocado, it tastes like baby food. Like
I've eaten an avocado like an apple before, man.
it
It was not pleasant, but it tasted good.
That sounds terrible.
It was just squishy, yeah. And a little pit in the middle.
Yo, okay. It feels like
The pit's like a golf ball too.
Yeah.
No one ever knew, yeah.
but and that's what Mexicans and all the South American people eat. They just love avocados.
Yeah, I think the majority of avocados come from there. I mean, or California.
We need to do a poll. That's what we'll do. We'll do a poll on the
what?
MAD LUCRATIVE Podcast. This is the first poll that we're gonna start. I want our listeners to say if they eat avocados for one, or they think they're disgusting, like me.
Yeah.
Extreme opposites. Now, I'm lying. I do like guacamole,
But it's avocado.
but it's a contingency. The contingency is
It's like saying I hate tomatoes, but I love salsa. It's like,
exactly. It's the same thing.
well, I couldn't eat a tomato, like a whole tomato raw. I know some people, my parents could. They love tomato. They
Okay.
love it. And I'm like, you people are weird.
So that's how I feel about avocado.
Okay.
And it's like it has the context has to be, it has to be inside of a taco,
Yeah.
or it has to be like with the side or something.
That's sort of me, but avocado with like some lime on it.
You sound
like
like
on,
her.
on a taco, dude.
No.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It tastes like a
Some of the cilantro.
okay. So we didn't bring y'all here today to talk about avocados.
No.
But let's start the weekend. How was your weekend, bro?
Great.
Really?
Really chill. Yeah.
Okay.
So far, I mean, pretty good.
More chill than normal? You got a recap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know not yours.
I just okay.
Wait, why you give me that look? Did something happen that I don't know about?
No, you're good. You're good.
I was like, was my week not chill? You gotta be thinking about myself.
What I try to do, because, in the Scorpio world, I'm a Scorpio. And
Scorpio verse.
in the Scorpio verse, it's hard for me to overlook certain things, right? Especially when I get vested into it.
Yeah.
right? If I get vested into an idea, you've seen me. I will forecast the next year.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, no, we're going to do this, going to do this, going to do this, going to do this. Oh, we got this. Yep, we're going to do this. Like, that's just how I think.
Because you put yourself into something. And so when it fucks up, you're like, you're fucking me now. Now you fucked me up. Yeah. It's like, bro, but you're not even attached to it.
Right.
But still.
That's how I feel, right?
Yeah. It's good to do that, I think. In a way. I mean, there's drawbacks, but you also care about it more, so you're more likely to invest in it. I think too many people don't put themselves in stuff, and therefore they don't invest in it enough and let it slip.
So, okay, I won't say it's entertainment world. In friend world, we'll say friend world. In friend world, it's a such thing as being too vested.
Yeah.
Or a loyal at a fault. That's how people say it. It's loyal at a fault. And I can be there, right? I can be loyal at a fault, but I also have the the option to dismiss to death.
Yeah.
And I just be like, okay. Like if I'm loyal, like, yo, let's do it. It takes 30 times for you to throw that brick at my head. I'm like, did you mean to do that? I'm laughing it off. But you throw another one, like, bro, for real?
But when it finally hits.
when the brick finally hits, like, if it just touched that shoulder, I'm like, oh, that's what you meant. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, that's where I am right now. Right now, I mean, I'm trying to dismiss those thoughts and those feelings.
Turn the other cheek.
Yeah, that cheek has been turned.
Right, yeah.
I only have 4.
That's hard to do. Because vengeance is like the natural human, feeling. You're like, oh, fuck that guy. But like turning the other cheek, that's hard. That's not easy.
How are you with turning the other cheek, Sean?
It varies. Depends what happened, Like, because there's for some people, emotional damage is different for everybody. Right. Some people, it's like, I'll never forgive you ever again. But me, it's like, oh, fuck. It's just like, just don't talk to me, okay? And then we're fine. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to, like, spread your name around. I'm not going to just, slander you everywhere I go. But I'm just like, I'm not going to talk to that person anymore. But then again, it's like if you are openly trying to, like, go after me. I don't know. I've always been non-confrontational. I'm way more confrontational now than I've ever been. Like, I'll straight up tell you, I'll be like, dude, fuck off. Like, I'll straight up be like, I don't like you.
I'll tell you something.
What?
The older you get, the worse it gets.
Probably for the better then.
When I was your age, yeah, turn the other cheek. I might be like, hey, did you mean that when you did that? Like, or I just eat it.
Yeah.
38 going on 40. No, not so much. I'm going to get in your face, and I'm going to be like, okay, I think that's perfect. What happens is when you get to a certain age, you have a no BS. See, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTube.
We're being more.
We're gonna be monetizable. Yeah, we're gonna name this episode the Monetizers.
Monetizers.
No cussing. Well, I think you already said one cuss word, but
oh, did I really?
You said like
it
one.
It just slips out. I'm sorry.
We'll start a pot.
Some kind of turd just kind of pops out.
We'll start a pot. Put $30. No, yeah, that'll really hit.
Then I would
put $30 in the pot.
I wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, darn tootin', gosh darn.
But the older you get,
yeah,
the more your BS meter just be like, nope. Nope. And then you start calling it out before it happens. Like, Shamia's better at it than me.
I'm good at that, dude. I grew up knowing, like, shit's probably going to happen. And then it does, and I'm like, well, at least I was prepared for it. But you can't do that too much because then you just become pessimistic.
You think so?
Yeah. If you think everything is always going to fail, but there's a fine line where you're like, no, this is going to happen. This is going to do well. I'm going to do great. It's going to work, but.
But
it doesn't happen, yeah.
When it comes to my personal the inward me, right? I know that I'm gonna give 110% for everything, whether it's music, whether it's podcasts, whether it's properties, building a relationship for schools, whatever. I'm gonna give 110% to give the like prime pick, like that the best cocaine in the world. Like,
only the best.
You know, I have bad analogies. Sorry, y'all.
We won't cuss, but we can say cocaine.
We can say cocaine. But, just like if you, like in the street, and say we're serving the best work.
Yeah.
I know for a fact when somebody comes do business with us, it's going to be the best value possible. And I'm getting to the point where I feel like anybody outside of that, like I'm going to say outside of me, you, and maybe 5 other people, I know exactly what to expect out of those people. So outside of that, oh no, I expect all of y'all to do some F-ish.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
I thought you were going to go the other way and say, like, because when people get older, and especially in business that I've seen, I'm still, like, I don't know, I haven't seen too much, but people just stop caring about their work, you know? I rather stop relying on bad people and still care about my work than just rely on everybody and just kind of give up knowing, like, well, I got a bag, whatever. Right. I'm just going to, go renovate that house, do whatever you want. Like, it's better to still care, have your A-team,
right?
Who you know. Right. Because then you're just exclusive. I feel like people respect that more.
But then that makes you get in the space of like having the in crowd, like the cool kids in crowd.
Not if you don't treat it like that. You know?
Okay.
You're just like,
down.
They're my A-team. I'm not gonna be like extra special to them and no one else can join. If you prove, that you're good, I'll keep using you.
Okay. Now, in this analogy, because I'm gonna come with it. When you're on your 9 to 5, how do you feel about being an A-team?
I don't like it.
So that's my point. Like, at some point,
but that's because we have to still work with the ones who aren't the A-team. What you said is you'd cut them out. Right. Then I'd be like, hell yeah, good. Okay. I am the A-team because now we get paid more.
Okay.
The fact that you have to pay A, B, C, and D team. If you cut out the C and D team and only pay the A, B, damn, we'll probably get paid more.
Okay.
Then I don't mind doing the A-team work.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. Because I know I from experience, not just at this job where we are, but in musician world, church world, because you're operating in church, when you have certain ministries that have all the weight on them. Like they're the go-to. It's like, I hate to say it, but sometimes in church world, and I grew up in church. Yeah. Sometimes in church world, it's kind of like you got Super Bowl Sundays, which is like Easter, Christmas, those type of weeks, and then you got the down season, which is like the summertime. Oh, everybody's vacationing and all that stuff.
Really drops off.
You still got these specific ministries that have to deliver at a top.
Yeah, premium.
And that would be the music, that would be the lighting and camera people, that would be the hospitality people. Yeah. And then you got the other people. That's like the janitor. It's cool you do it. It's great that you do it, but we need y'all to show up. If y'all don't show up, then it's gonna hit the fan. Yeah. You get burnt out from doing that for years and years.
I'm sure, dude.
And then the person that was great, that loved doing what they do, just stops because they're like, "No, I'm done."
Right, our church, they kind of told me that, and they were like, "So, hey, man, like if you ever don't want to do a Sunday or 2 Sundays, just let us know." Like they're really good about it because they've had people who were just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I do this every Sunday. I want to go do something else, Yeah. And they're really lax about it. They're not, they would never be like, well, if that's how devoted you are to Jesus, it's like they wouldn't do that. They're pretty chill about it. They're like, yeah, just go sit down or something. Like,
Not how I grew up. Not how I grew up.
Me neither. I grew up Catholic, man. Which I was a little kid. I wasn't expected to do anything. But the people in the church there, like with the whole tithe, the money. Yeah. And.
See, and I'm going to tell you, that's probably why I am the way I am now. All right. And we didn't mean for this to be like an unpacking session of
my religious trauma.
It's not religious trauma.
No.
But I remember, I think I told you before, I started in middle school having like an actual job playing keys. I think my first job was like in the 7th or 8th grade.
You're doing some real stuff.
Right. Yeah. 7th or 8th grade over a music ministry with overgrown people. Yeah. And that from 8th, 7th grade, all the way through high school, all the way through college, all the way up till 2014. 2014, 2015.
You're doing ministry my whole upbringing.
Exactly. So, and knowing me, because like I said, anything I do, I give 110%. I see, okay, if this is low right here, and then don't get married to a person that's just over the top when it comes to delivering on a high level. Now both of us are like, oh yeah, we could do this, or we could just do like have a crane. How much does it cost to rent a crane to just shoot this angle? And then can we do lighting? Then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if somebody says, well, no, yeah, we're not gonna do that, but they still want you to deliver on this level.
Yeah. If you're not gonna let me be me creatively, you're not gonna get all of me creatively.
Right.
So you're dampening me. You're doing it to me. Like I was gonna bring 110%. Now you're only gonna get 90.
But see now, and I knew it back then. Like I said, 8th grade through college, whatever. I know that unfortunately churches do have to meet a bottom line as any other business because you have salaries, you have expenses, you got all of this stuff.
Paid, yeah.
So when I see, I would see tithes and offering. I thank God I didn't really have. I don't think I had any bad examples of like pastors stealing and stuff. I had none of that.
I don't think we did either. Our church just kind of kept increasing it, and my family was just like, no. So they stopped going, and it's
But I had good examples of pastors that had really high integrity, that really tried to do the right thing, but knowing that churches had to meet a bottom line, and then seeing what happened behind the scenes and happened in front, I'm like, it's a lot.
Yeah, a lot that goes on, man. A lot of cogs in that clock, yeah.
And it makes you just want to stop, which goes back to the original. If you have a person that's wanting to do the best thing, and you see the best thing for all these groups of people, and it's like, yo, here's so-and-so. Here you go.
Yeah.
You want it? Here you go. It's $1 million. And you're like, why? Like, just walk the other way. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. What? Dude.
So, anyway, I think we've unpacked that.
Yeah.
Like, we spent 20 minutes almost on that. But, yeah, that's been my weekend.
We're still on the weekend.
We're still on the weekend.
Gosh, okay. All right.
You know, it's just, I just want people to do right. You know, I think, like, the whole premise of this show is to upbuild people, help them see ideas and different ways to do everything, right? You don't have to do a deal to do something. You don't have to have $10,000 a day film crew to shoot a short. Yeah. You don't have to have all this stuff.
No, I know some guys who got famous on YouTube from shooting from their Samsung S9, man.
Exactly.
Just putting it on Reddit or something.
Although it should have been an iPhone, but yes.
It had the love and character of a Samsung S9.
But that's my thing, like, yo, I just want people to see bigger.
Yeah. If you do your best, that's the one thing I've like kept through life, and I've heard this many times. You probably all have heard this. Well, if you just do 110%, no matter where you are, like no matter where, even a job you don't even like, if you still do 110%, you're just gonna train your brain like cognitive therapy to just always give your best. And people respect the shit out of that, man.
They do.
They really do. Like even if you're doing like the most mundane thing, someone's like, "Dang, that cool, man." And I know what you're gonna say. If you do your best, that's another thing. If you be careful, because if you do your best, they're gonna always expect it. Like depends where you are, you know.
Well, I think even in that, I've learned, and I can credit Reggie to that. It's okay to have contingencies on work. It helps build responsibility for whoever's doing the work. Yeah. And for whoever's supposed to deliver on the outcome, whether it's cash, whether it's a relationship, they already expect, okay, if I do this, the contingency is if I do this, then we're going to get this. And if I don't do this, then...
Weren't you just saying that, though, like in a relationship sense?
Okay.
We were listening to something where it was like, you don't do things to expect to get things back. If you both do things just to do things, then you're both going to constantly do things just to do things.
Exactly.
And you're both going to be so much happier. Because if you always go, I did the dishes, so
well, you know what?
This. If you just do the dishes, they should want to do something for you anyway.
Right.
You don't want to expect it.
Well, the contingency is this, though. I think in relationship cases, this is a relationship class starting out.
Yeah, we've transitioned from weekend to relationships.
So in relationship side of things, if it starts out right, the contingency starts out. I'm gonna pay every bill, and men, and because men can identify with that one. I'm gonna pay every bill, and in return, I expect for you to either cook, clean. And it's old school because we are not that no more. I get it.
I know, but the whole traditional value was in place for a long ass time for a reason because it worked. You know, the dude's gone all day. Guy working his 9 to 5 comes home, and that used to be enough to provide.
Right,
now
used to
fucking
be.
money. Yeah, both parents have to work now at this point.
So if you got the contingency of, well, I'm gonna do this and you do this, and then it keeps going, everything flows. At some point, like you said, that contingency disappears, and y'all start trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
On good stuff, like
in a good way, outdo each other. Yeah.
Yeah, the contingency disappears, but if it's not, then
yeah, because the only thing you should compete on as a couple is how much you love each other. You know, you shouldn't be like, he got a raise. I've seen. I'm not even kidding. I've seen that. That's such a crazy thing nowadays. If my wife got a raise and was making more than me, I'd be like,
feel?
Hell yeah! I'd be like, that's what I'm talking about. I would not be like, that makes me feel inferior. Like, what?
Well, I'm about to say that speaks to a man's
money
inferior.
intake. I don't. I mean, that would drive me to obtain more as well,
right?
Because I'm like, damn, she's on her game. Am I on mine? Like, I really gotta, like, I could do better, you know?
Yeah.
Because why would you not want to just keep building that? But I wouldn't just sit in like a little sad sack and just be like, she got a raise, where's mine? Like, what? That's more money for both of you.
Okay, without saying names.
Well, it's scary though, because I know a lot of women, they like expect the man to make more. And if they make more than the man, they don't really respect them as much. But that's different. You can't. I don't know. I'd rather not be with that person.
Well, you don't. I think, and that's the ups and downs of a relationship, right? Let's say you got a person that's been okay. I'll use me as an example. I'm great. I'm the best example of bad and good. I've had both.
The pro and the con.
I've had a lot of cons too. But so when I first got married,
yeah,
you know, I was up. I'm coming off of the Grammy, you know, a couple racks in the bank. I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna do this, move to Georgia, we good. Right? My brain wasn't thinking entrepreneurial. I was thinking
we're set.
We're set. All I got to do is get one placement a year is all we really need to live, right?
In a way, yeah.
That's how I was adding it up. All I need is one placement so we can work, whatever. We work on as much music as we can. We were on content before it became what it is now. I told you that.
Yeah, you were. Tell them, man. You were.
Yeah, so yeah, this pod was actually technically, I had a pod called Feels Like 9-5. It was a show, though. I called it a show. And it was the same concept. Like, I had interviews set up that come to the studio. We were in Lithonia then, and it was cool, but I had no direction to where to take it. Like, I didn't know that you could monetize 5 to 8 years later.
It was so
no
one has done it yet.
Nobody did it.
Yeah.
So I started the show, but then I stopped because I was like, yeah, it's not working. But at that point, we needed money.
Yeah, you couldn't think about it. You were like, no, this is dead end. And then.
So that stash that I had when we first moved to Georgia got. Yeah, we were going out to red carpet events, whips, you know, nice clothes. We go to LA Fitness, paying for gym memberships. We were paying for everything.
Dude, I lived the hood version of that. I moved. Well, I didn't move, but I was like, you know, I was dating this person, and I like quit my job recently because I was just starting acting. And I was like, I'll just survive on gigs I get. I'll just survive on like casting calls and shit, you know. But no, instead I went all the way to New York to live with her for like, it was almost a month, dude. We just fucking, we went every fucking, restaurants, movies, gas stations, overpriced convenience stores, just bought anything we wanted. So it was like a fucking, stoner's paradise, for like a month. And then I came back and I was like, I have no money. So I was like, and then she was going to move in. And I was like, fuck. Yep. So I was like, I got to get a job.
And that's the point. Like, in the beginning, it was all on me. It was good. We good. Needed nothing. Then the account got low.
Yeah.
So then she was like, well, you know what? I'm going to get a little part-time job or something called We're Broke. And I was like, oh. Like, as a man, I'm like, yo, but I got this. I'm doing this. She got a job, and she was doing, like, tutoring or something at after school something, right? So that made some money. But then we kept getting broke because I didn't know about expenses versus liabilities, expenses, assets. I didn't know none of that stuff then. We hit super rock bottom. It got worse and worse and worse.
Thought, yeah.
Every whip that we had, it took me, I ain't gonna lie, I still have that feeling every now and then, even though my cars and stuff is paid for. I have no car payment. I still have like a feeling like, oh, the repo man's about to come out.
Guy in a suit and a hat wipes his finger across your car like, this is pretty nice. Did you get it, kid?
I remember the last car, and I think, was that super rock bottom? No, that wasn't. I did it. I was dumb. I did it more than one time. But in Georgia, it's really easy to acquire things. Like, to get cars is easy.
It's not hard, yeah.
In North Carolina, it's hard to get. Even a used car is hard to get in North Carolina.
They make you go through more.
Yeah, it's more red tape, whatever. But down here, you just get it.
Yeah.
You got down payment, go get it.
It's dangerous. I think the most commercials we have down here are car commercials.
Yeah.
I think. And I've never lived anywhere else, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't think you can watch one show without seeing a car commercial at least.
Well, bruh, when I tell you, I think the last time, no, that wasn't the last time. It was one particular time, they came and repoed my Tahoe. So
not the Tahoe.
Yo.
That's why you want it back so bad.
So I had a Tahoe, right? And I was in the studio. Again, this is why I'm talking about this for the artists, so they know you can't go all in on your art and not focus on building a structure or ecosystem like LaRussell. LaRussell, shots out. He was great. Great interview. But LaRussell was saying how he had to build an ecosystem that paid him enough so he could pursue his art. Same thing we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't have that concept in my brain at that time. I was just like,
lost yourself in the art, yeah.
I need to just get a placement. If I get one placement a year, we're set all year. We're good. No worries. Bruh, I was in the studio. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Repo, y'all dirty for that too. They be coming. Repo man come like 2 in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm out to get him.
So Repo man and people in finance are probably the most hated people on earth, and then lawyers. But Repo man right on top.
Yo, so this man came. He came up. He actually knocked on the door. I was like, okay.
How nice.
Because he saw the lights on. I was in the studio, so I had the lights on. He knocked on the door. He was like, yeah, I got to get your car. You got anything you want to get out of it? I was just like, yeah, let me get a few things.
Drives off.
Yo, so I went upstairs, got the keys. I couldn't be mad because I was like,
because you're like,
I knew he was going to come get it.
And it's not this guy's fault, yeah.
All right.
You're like, fuck this guy. But also like,
trying to live it up. Try to live it up too much. So I got a box. No, I got a trash bag. Put all my stuff in the trash bag. He was like, all right, bro, man, sorry I got to take your car. So I was like,
you're like, it's cool, man.
Yo. So he took the car. I walked back in the house. She was asleep. I think, yeah, was she asleep? I think she was asleep. So walked back in the house. He was. I was like, I have to tell her. I'm going to have to say something. Like, she just had a little Sentra. And that's, if y'all saw, like, old videos of me and Jamil in this little Sentra, that was the only car we had left. Damn. Like, and that one was paid for. That car was paid for. We got that, like, years ago when we were in North Carolina. So, drove back. We started driving in the Sentra. She was like, you got to get a job. When your wife, but see, that's I think we all needed that at some point. That good kick in the ass, right quick.
Yeah, I had to do something because at the time I was just like, I'm not gonna act at this point, so I was like, I need to do something. Yeah, I had like very little money left at that point.
So
I had enough for like 1 more month's rent, and I was like, shit.
No, look, dude, and you know me. I was the best at landlords. I was like, I thank God I haven't had no issues like that. But bruh,
you've had a lot of
bruh. I would call the landlord. I think we moved around so much the first 5 years. We moved around. And I know the last landlord that we talked to, he was like, bro, like if you just move out, we'll be okay. Just move out. I was like,
damn.
He's like, I'm not gonna evict you, and just move out.
I had a late payment because one of my routing numbers was off, and
you had one,
like 2 numbers in my routing number was off, so she couldn't get the check. And that morning, the hour of, she was like, "You'll be evicted in 1 week." I was like, "Bitch,
you did great.
I have the money."
See, you didn't, but see, you're not me. Listen, my gift of gab came in handy every now and then because I caught her. I hate saying it now, but if you ever got hard up, artists, communicate with your landlords. Let them know what's what.
I went there and I was like, lady, I have the check in my hand right here. She's like, no, there's no.
You know how long I went without paying rent?
My mom was like, I'm coming there. I'm like, don't come here. She got so, dude.
You know how long I went before he was like, just move out?
What, 3 months?
6.
Oh.
It was like a half a year. But see, you got to think.
Holy shit. That's like, they would have called the cops on me by then.
You got to think, though. When I would get a publishing check, or I would sell a beat to an artist, or I sell a beat to a label, we're 15,000 up.
Yeah.
One bam. I pay the rent and be good. So he was used to big lump sums of just rent payment.
Oh, so you'd pay the rent of like the last 3 months.
Right.
Okay. Well, that makes
so
more sense. Yeah.
When I got 6 months behind, he was like, bruh, I got a mortgage. Like that's what he's like. I got a mortgage on this house. I just need you to move out.
Was it single person owned or was it a complex?
No, it was just
single
person
that's
owned.
why. Yeah, the complexes, dude. Oh my god, dude. They no. Like the rent raises randomly. The contract you signed basically says you're liable for literally everything in this apartment. Half the time, I have not gotten my deposit back ever.
Wow.
Because they find some random shit to blame on you.
Now tell me this: do you feel like it was predatory?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, leasing agencies, dude. Oh, so Repo Man leasing agencies.
Really?
Yeah. I hate them. They do not like you. If they can get out of any of your money, they will.
Wow.
Like if your light bulb breaks, yeah, they'll come and fix it maybe in a week. If the toilet's broken, I'll put a maintenance request in maybe a week.
Wow.
But like,
well, see, it feels weird because I know every company that we've had to deal with on our LZC properties, our property maintenance.
Yeah.
When we do a property for them, like to fix a toilet or anything like that, they do it ASAP.
That's cool.
And we've never had issues.
Places I probably have.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I live in Duluth. It's pretty cool. I really do like Duluth, but I think it's just Georgia because when my sister lived in Chicago, it was a renter state.
Okay.
And then Georgia's a landlord state, a tenant state. Yeah.
Okay.
Like in Chicago, they'll try everything to force people to get out because they haven't paid rent in however long, or they're destroying other people's apartments. Like it's hard to get people out. But in Georgia, you get evicted in a week. They can get you the hell out because it's just the laws that be.
Right.
Like I said, in Chicago, man, people stay for 2 months and they have to go to court just to get them out.
Well, I remember it's one last guy, and listen, I would definitely pay him if he came through. Like we lost contact. He was just like, bro, you're good.
That was the first time I moved out. The guy owned the townhouse that we were all living in, and I definitely still owe him last month's rent. I was like, I'm moving out. I'm not gonna pay you a whole month's rent. I've only lived in here for 12 days, so like I'm leaving.
Yeah,
but that was a horrible time,
bro. When I tell you, so imagine.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap this up because we do have to call Corey Kendricks. You said Chicago. Shouts out to Chicago. Hold on, we gotta give.
No, I loved it though. It was so cool.
Give them one. Shouts out to Chicago. But giving as much as you can, how it can become taxing for one person than the other person.
Yeah.
And then I think it all makes sense now because I remember my grandfather used to say, what kind of job does she have? Or what kind of job do you have? How are you going to provide? That was his first thing he asked when I was like, yeah, I think I want to marry this girl. He's like, how are you going to provide? I was like, music. He's like, okay. Yeah, okay.
I'll find a way.
Yeah, and that's what I think the youngest have to understand.
Yeah.
Like, if the older guys like me are asking those type of questions, we're not trying to belittle where you are in life. We just know some real ish. Censor myself. So the real ish gonna hit the fan, and your marriage is done.
Yeah.
Finances, sex. We're gonna talk about that too. But finances, sex, communication, spirituality, like what y'all believe in.
If you guys aren't on the same plane, it's hard.
It's gonna be difficult.
It's pretty tough.
So, youngins, that's why we ask you all these questions. That's the reason. We're not trying to be in your business. So,
just get you more involved in your own business.
Yes, you need to be involved in your business because it gets real. Trust me. Let's see. We can't touch one of these subjects before we call core. Okay. Shine and I have been going back and forth all week about white privilege, black privilege, right?
Yeah.
I just want your take on some things, right?
Yeah.
Your take.
Quick fire questions, dude. Yes.
And we're not race and we're not race baiting. We have to say that because we want to build conversation.
Yeah, people need to be more awake to people who just straight up get paid. They get money to race bait. There's a lot of people out there, like on Twitter. Go on Twitter. You'll see them. They just needlessly incite racial wars online when they know that it's dumb. Like, they know it's not even about anything. Or they'll even make shit up, just to get people to...
Is it like a version of, like a worse version of TikTok? Like when the guys come in there like, hey, blackie or whatever. Is it a worse version? No,
that's just trolls like literally saying dumb shit that they know is gonna piss you off. I'm talking like, so people will on Twitter? Like, say someone got shot in the face at a gas station, right? And it was like a black dude that did it. They'll go online purposefully, like, make up a whole story about how, this white supremacist shot this poor Indian clerk at a restaurant or something. Oh. And he ran out, and he's out without bail. They just let him out. But then the real story is like, random ass Filipino man on crack walked in and killed somebody totally unrelated. And then they don't find that out till like a month later or a week later. But by then the story's over and no one cares. So for a whole week or a whole month, they got people to go uproar, go crazy, ask for this guy's head who doesn't even exist. I see that all the time. But then they'll put a link like, donate to my bio. This will make sure, and then they just get money.
Okay, so that gives me context on why because I was not going to talk about it. Yeah. The Ryan Coogler situation, the creator of Black Panther. That makes that happened like in January.
Wait, so what happened exactly?
So Ryan Coogler is the creator of Black Panther. This is an old story.
This is the bank?
He went into the bank he didn't even have a hoodie on. He just had a toboggan on and his mask.
Oh, a toboggan?
Yeah, not even a hood.
Okay.
Mask, toboggan.
But that like covers your whole face, though, doesn't it? The toboggan?
No, it's just like a little beanie hat.
Oh, then okay, yeah.
Went in there. He says he slips the teller a note. Hey, I want to get $12,000 out, and let's try to do it discreetly. He gives her his card and his license. She says, okay, we got you covered. Don't worry about it. She calls the cops. Cops come, attain him. He's like, I'm the creator of Black Panther. I don't want to be seen. I don't want you to know.
I would and I think you told me this, and I chalked it up to this lady's just fuck. Because some people just get like irrationally scared if they immediately think the situation is something that it isn't even. It's happened to me before. Where I'm like, what do you think this is? What?
Yeah.
Also, is he a big dude?
No, he's probably about my size.
Okay. Well, you're a big dude.
No.
Big dude.
You just called me fat, y'all.
No, it's big. This would be big. No, you got muscles. So, there's really no defending that lady. That's just dumb.
So, for the race baiting side of things, do you feel like that's race baiting when they they could have just kept the story to themselves
Yeah.
and not put it out to the news. Like, it wasn't even
That's
necessary.
what I would have done. I would have been like, you dumb bitch. I would have been like, you really call it, like, she should be humiliated because that was a dumb thing that she did. But no, and you know exactly what. Any time it is some fuel for the race fire that they can use, of course they're going to use it.
Okay.
So I'm sure they blew it up out of proportion, and it was like, how dare this racist woman? I'm like, it's not racist woman. It's just delusional. Like, did you really think I was robbing the bank? I wasn't there. Maybe he was like, I need $15,000. Make it discreet. Like, like, I mean, don't, hey, put the money in the bag. Like, I mean, I don't know. I doubt he would do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is totally on the lady because from what you told me, this bro was just trying to get his money
He
discreet.
was just chilling.
He was just like, he knew he's famous.
And
so he's like, look.
And then you're in Atlanta. People think Atlanta. I saw T.I. talk about that with Fabulous. He was like, Atlanta's not country.
No.
He's like, Atlanta is the city. It's like a New York version in the South. It's city.
So who, like, really, lady? Like, you don't get guys coming in trying to deposit that big of shit all the time? I'm sure it happens all the time.
And you're in Buckhead.
Well, then this lady's delusional, or didn't get her glasses checked or something? Because, like, why did you even think? I still just don't. I don't want to assume it's a race thing.
But
I just assume it's some dumb lady.
But my issue is not even the whole situation. My issue is that they put the story out.
Yeah.
To get the clicks.
Yeah, like,
this
why
happened
would
in January.
If you wanted to be discreet, why let that go online? Because it's
this happened in January.
Yeah.
Even Ryan, that's the guy's name. He was like, "Yeah, we were over it. This is done. This happened then. Why would you put this out months later?
Now
what
that you
was
tell
the
me
point?
that, yeah, that's exactly the point. You're on the money. You're on the $15,000. You're on the money.
Like, there's no point. Like,
no, like, social media is a fear machine and it's a hate machine. Because hate and fear get more clicks every time. It's like CNN. The director of CNN, in an interview, is quoted. He's just like, yeah, fear gets views. So
really,
we scare the people more and more. That gets more views. You're not gonna tune in for a happy-go-lucky parade. You're gonna tune into massacre at whatever street. 3 dead. Like, you're gonna go, oh my god, what happened? You're gonna click on that. That's right by my house. Oh my god. You're not gonna click like, oh, homeless man saves. So it's 7 animals from it. That happened in Atlanta. Homeless man saved a bunch of animals from a animal shelter from a fire.
Really?
Yep. And you don't hear about that.
Exactly.
That's a cool story.
Put the goods.
Because his dog.
Now, I will say, do you feel like people just don't go towards the good stuff?
No, but like what they said, fear and atrocities sell, not good feeling stuff,
Yeah.
Which sucks. It should, but it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's
like Monsters Inc. With the laughter and the screams, but in the real world, screams are more powerful. So
it really is.
And they would. They go, well, we used to make the kids laugh, but making them scream is a lot more profitable.
Speaking of that, I definitely want to touch the Red movie. I wasn't gonna touch it. What's it called? Bleeding Red or?
Oh, Turning Red.
Turning Red.
Yeah,
I want to talk about that.
I still haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I want to touch that. We'll see.
Jingle wish me a Crawford. Do you need help in your business? You got good product, what's missing? You got good service, what's missing? There's only one place you should go. More customers. Unique. Shut up. For our comedy show, we really be doing the most. Got himself, I know me laughing. And he said, pull up. Girl, what you waiting on? Pull up, and look good at what you're putting on. For any occasion, we got what you're looking for. Turn heads when you walk in. Girl, where you get that booty? I got what I wanted. My life is much brighter now. I tell you my story, how to get in abundant life.
We're back. So yeah, okay. So when it came to my boy going in that bank, I think you said you feel like she was over the top.
Yeah, that's dumb. Like, especially if he slid you the ID in the card.
Okay.
But I mean, I've seen so many people get freaked out over literally nothing before. It's so easy for people to just go, "Oh my God, he's trying to run." It's like, no, he's not, dude.
Okay. This is a better question.
He said he was like, that was like a year ago. Why are you guys even talking about this?
Even better question. Would it have happened the same way if it was a white guy going into the bank, face mask?
Yeah, I feel like that lady was just not in the right mind. Why would you? Yeah, because if a white dude came up and did the exact same thing, it's like, why would you think he's stealing? Same way with the guy was like, dude, this was over half a year ago. Drop it. Clearly, he feels no way about it.
Right.
So he probably knows this lady was just like zombed out or something. I feel like if it was a problem, he'd be like, yeah, you know what? That lady racially profiled me. But I mean, I feel like if he didn't care about it, it probably was just some I don't know.
I will say this. Although she was extra, I will give the police a kudos. Hold on, let's give them one right quick because they act like they had some damn sense.
They showed up and they were just
like,
lady, what? Yeah.
He gave you his ID. He gave you everything you needed. He was clearly not trying to get robbed when he walked out of the bank because you got a stash.
Where was this?
This is in Buckhead.
Oh, dude, no, I don't think it was a race thing. Think how many black dudes come in there at the bank all the time and withdraw money. And she just
12,000 though?
She just chose that guy.
Okay. I give you that.
Especially when he was being very cordial, like, hey, I need you to I can see how, I mean, I can't see. I wouldn't do that. But I get some crazy lady who's just like, oh my God, he's trying to rob us. 13,000 and he wants me to be discreet about it. It's like, dude.
You're different though. And I've told you that before. Like you give the blacks, like we were talking about the whites, like the white, like DWICH, Dwight.
Dwight.
You've been giving Dwight.
Sounds like a last name, John Dwight.
He's been giving us the benefit of the doubt, and the same here. I give white people the benefit of the doubt. Tell you about the crack. Did I tell you about the crackhead? I didn't tell you about the crackhead. Yeah. Okay, so we live.
I agree with you. I've seen that shit all the time.
I never saw it. Okay, so let me bring y'all up to speed. So I'm going out to the car because it's been a busy week. We had La Russell. We got big interviews coming up, and so I was just up late while the computer was rendering. I think Thursday's episode. Went to my truck, go get my phone charger, and I see this white man come walking down. It's like 1:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
he walking down the street. He said, "Ah!" Just keep running. Then he stops at the bottom of the cul-de-sac. He looks up in the sky. He does like this. Then he just starts walking back up the street. So I'm like, I was like, yep. Yeah. He's like, yeah, just taking a walk. I was like,
take a walk that way.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's the first time. I'm sure he was on coke.
Yeah.
Coke, crack, something. First time I ever saw it, especially in my neighborhood. I was like, matter of fact, is this the guy that ran through my truck that night?
Yeah.
When I left my truck open? Let you know we're not technically hood. Yeah. Huh? And I might be partially white. Because I was like, you know what? I don't feel threatened at night. Yeah. Of course, I handle what I need to handle.
This is your street. You know everyone on the street.
Right.
You got stuff in here.
Right.
So you ain't worried. I don't care what race you are, bro. You come down the street going, woo! Like in the 1 a.m., I'm going to be like, dude, go woo that way. Leave.
So, I give him the benefit of the doubt too. I was like, okay, maybe he got, I got stories for days.
Yeah,
okay.
I got some.
So this is a story, and I'm not going to draw it out. I promise I won't. But I remember me and Shamir were dating, right? And this is in North Carolina, and I was on my get pumped. I was diesel rocked up, you know what I mean? So this one particular night, I decided to take some energy pill. It's like speed, pretty much.
Okay.
It wasn't speed, I don't think, but
don't think. I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
It was an energy pill I took, and I was just like, okay, I got to get some push-ups. Like an hour later, and it's like 12 at night. I'm running down the street. And Shamia's just dying laughing. She's like, you are tripping. I had to run because I was like, I got to get this energy out. Like, it's too much. It's too much.
Laced or something? What did you have?
It was from GMC. It's just like, I was like, yo.
Good morning, crack. GLC.
Yo, after I took that, I was like, okay, I'm never doing. Oh, I think it was called I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say the
We
name.
don't want to.
Y'all wanna? Matter of fact, if you go see some energy pills, don't take them. Just do it regular. Get some coffee.
Just drink some water, you know.
Plenty of coffee. Coffee is
some orange
perfect.
juice.
But I can identify with running down the street at 1 at night because
Yeah.
I did it.
I think everyone's been. You get that second win when you're up way too late, and then your body's just invigorated because it's like, oh, I gotta go do something. Shit.
Shine, keep the words.
I've definitely
invigorated.
I'm so sorry. We need to have a Sean's word segment where I just teach.
Yo, okay, so amalgamation of masturbation. Invigorating.
Invigorated.
You can invigorated, masturbated, same thing. Speaking of, we were talking on Truck Talk. What was this? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
I think Tuesday's when we usually do them, right?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I was telling him, I was like, yo, do you have a playlist for when you have sex? He was just like,
I was like, no, I don't really. I mean, I fucked to a song before, but it was just playing. I don't have a. You have a playlist?
You have relations because we have to be clean.
Oh, sorry. I have never
Had relations
to a playlist.
So I said, okay, if you don't have relations to a playlist, then how do you smash? And I was like, you just breathe, like you just listen to breathing, like who does that? Like
I was like, I don't know, might be a movie in the background. I don't know.
a movie, okay, a movie.
He looked at me like I just ran somebody over.
Cause y'all know I'm a musician. I'm a creative. I'm a Scorpio. I'm all of these things, right? So I'm like, nah, bro. So I pull up my playlist. I'm like, this will get it done. He said so.
Starts playing jam. He goes, oh yeah. I was like, now this is what I'm like, bro.
Yo, okay, so that's the second poll. That's the second poll of this show. How many of y'all are smashing to a playlist?
You have a smash your relationship list.
Relationship list.
Playlist, yeah.
Listen, because I was like, yo, if you, okay, I'm going to plug them because, everybody knows Amarion. Amarion got a few of them joints.
Yeah, smooth stuff.
Put on the Tyrese after that. Then if you want to mellow that thing out, put some D'Angelo to it. And then after you do that, yo, you out of lube. You out of lube. Natural and the bought lube. It's no more.
A trip to Dollar Tree.
Say what?
A trip to Dollar Tree tomorrow.
Yo, Dollar Tree is going to, I promise you, watch. Dollar Tree is going to be like, yo, I want to sponsor this pod.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they've talked about this lube forever. But, so, okay, yeah. To have a playlist for sex or to not have a playlist for sex. That is the question.
I think it's never a bad thing.
I promise you.
You can't go wrong.
Whenever that time comes with whoever you end up meeting next, just listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the playlist.
Like,
First off, she gonna be like, I didn't expect you to listen to this. You play the playlist, she gonna be like, oh, he know how to get it in. So okay. I don't even like sports.
Yeah.
I don't even
watch sports.
One of my money friends, because y'all know we got money friends and we got broke friends. Hey.
He pointed at me.
I didn't mean
You like money friends?
I wasn't trying to call Sean the broke friend. I wasn't trying to.
You ain't far off.
But nah. But I got money friends. I got a broke friends, and my money friend, he posted a meme and said it was a guy saying, "So you don't watch sports? That's crazy." So then he said, "Hey, bro, they don't pay me nothing to watch those sports." He said, "When's the last time you got a check from Jordan or Kobe?" So then the guy does this. So that's kind of where my brain is. Like, I don't watch enough sports. I like bobsled.
Yeah.
I like random shit.
I do
like,
watch the Olympics though. I love snowboarding and shit. So I'll
exactly.
watch the Olympics.
But see, I watch the snowboarding from the perspective of, yo, if you fall off of this cliff, where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
And how broke are your legs gonna be?
Yo, skiing, man. You know how many times I've seen those legs bend the way they're not supposed to? Oh my God.
See? That's how I look at sports.
It's terrifying. I used to play all the SSX games when I was a kid. All the PS2
I don't even know
games,
what that is.
Snowboarding games and shit. I grew up with that. I love that.
SSX?
Yeah, it's a weird name.
Okay. I was like, SSX is like sex games?
It
Like,
well, the acronym would be but
no, it's S&M. That's S&M, ain't it?
maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Isn't that messages? I'm confused now. Holy shit.
But yeah, I have concerns.
Yeah.
You know. Same thing with my hood friends. My concerns is normally on some reckless stuff. My white friends is some I have concerns.
Yeah.
All the way around. Family concerns.
Life is concerning.
You know what? Maybe this episode should not be the monetizers. Maybe it's the concerns.
The concerners.
The concerners. But I think we're off of that. Let's do some housekeeping. I did just tell y'all last week how we needed somebody in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
We needed help. I said I've been petitioning. Ain't that the right word? Petitioning. Yeah. I've been petitioning.
Pleading.
Bleeding. But anyway, I've been petitioning for us to have some help in the studio. Camera work. We need brilliant minds. Guess what? We have Sean. We have. I hit that right there. We have Sean Michael in the studio. Hold up, bro. Hold up. You got come from behind the camera and introduce yourself. There you go. Yo, we have him in the studio. He's going to be helping out a lot with our production value. He's also a fire music producer. So I've been kidding for a while. I was like, I don't produce no more. Guess what? I have him here. I'm probably not going to produce ever again. Hey, what are you? You look at my Wikipedia page, it'll be like American podcasting, broadcasting. Like
Former producer.
But yeah, we got Sean Michael in the studio. We got Tracy Renee that's fire with helping us be politically correct.
Yes.
And she's getting us some checks. But and I'm glad that everything is getting developed. So now y'all missed out. Now we need interns. So if y'all are in the Atlanta area, college student preferably, because they normally just, they're normally chill. They don't have nothing going on except homework and reckless stuff. So do something positive and come intern here at the MAD Lucrative Podcast or Drofar Media.
Get some hours under your belt.
Yeah, get some hours under your belt. And we're actually going to work that out with the universities too, where they can get credit for certain things. So, and hopefully by the time they graduate, we have big old everything, and we can just hire them.
Yep,
that'd be perfect.
Scat in Atlanta.
Yeah,
right there. Cool.
So it's been real. That's episode.
That's a 38 or 39.
30. Oh God,
we just did.
I think
We
it's
did
30, 39. It's 39
be,
in the
like
books. In the books, 39. We'll see y'all next week, y'all. All right, holla.
Peace.